Think etiquette doesn't matter in fundraising? Think again. The way that you show up speaks volumes before you even say a word. In With Love Megan on Netflix, everything is presentation, and presentation is everything, from beautifully wrapped gifts that have thoughtful details to printed menus so that everyone knows what is on offer on the table. It is not about being fancy, it's about being intentional, which she says several times in the series. And in fundraising, those details matter more than you think. Presentation and etiquette are not about being posh or fancy. They are about putting people at ease, showing respect, and making people feel valued. So you need to dress for the setting. This doesn't mean that you need to have designer clothes, not at all. You just need to be polished and appropriate for the situation that you're in. If you're meeting a donor at a country club or the Harvard Club, that's a whole different vibe than coffee at the local cafe. Pay attention to the context. And think of your own appearance as part of the experience for the donor. Dress the part. Another important skill for fundraisers is to master introducing people, introducing yourself to others and introducing someone else to a third party. And Megan really nails this in her series. She doesn't just introduce people and say their title. She introduces people with these thoughtful details and a little mini story about them so that they know who the other person is in the whole context of the conversation. This is a good skill for fundraisers to practice. So instead of saying, "This is Sarah," say, "This is Sarah. She leads our after school program, which helps over 200 kids a month." This kind of detail really elevates the introduction and facilitates relationships around you and your nonprofit at the same time. A little thoughtfulness too can go a long way. In episode 8, Megan Sussex hosts Alice Waters, who is one of the leaders in the organic food farm to table movement. So she makes sure to include some little natural details like a sprig of rosemary incorporated into the wrapping of the gift, which is very thoughtful and the kind of thing that delights and engages your donors when you do it in fundraising. So where can you bring that same energy in handwritten notes, thoughtful little details, really strong follow-up on what the donor is interested in? Those things don't have to cost a lot, but they show that you care a lot. I mentioned Megan's printed menu. So Megan has the printed menu so that she can accommodate everyone's dietary needs when there's a buffet of food on offer. So as a fundraiser, you can have that kind of detail to ensure that your donors feel seen and are comfortable. No one really likes to feel like an afterthought, especially at a donor event. Etiquette and presentation show a level of care, competence, and calm. They say to the donor, "You're in good hands." And that is exactly how we want our donors to feel. What's one small etiquette or presentation detail that you always pay attention to? Let me know in the comments.